Now, Mars is in Aquarius, aligning with Saturn in Aquarius. And both of these planets are squaring Uranus, which is the modern ruler of Aquarius, in Taurus. Now, Aquarius and Taurus are both fixed signs. So we really get an opportunity here right now to stretch and grow big time, especially in regards to our collective and personal individuation process. Now, squares always signal turning points, right? So it requires a shift in our perspective and how we approach something, right? So what you want to ask yourself here with this square is, where do I need to clarify my values? What's important to me? What is the bottom line in the critical areas of my life? And when we talk about critical areas, of course, that's my personal goals, family or home, how I connect to where I feel safe and rooted in life and emotionally connected. Then my one-on-one relationships with other people, where I, connect for a lot of different types of reasons. Doesn't have to be emotional. And then also my long-term goals, my career, my aspirations, who I want to be out there in the world, what do I want to leave behind, my legacy, what am I building, what am I doing, right? Why am I here? So all these critical areas of my life, what's the bottom line? What's important to me with all of those? And where do I need to be more flexible and think outside the box right now? Where do I need to negotiate something? Where do I need to rewrite the rules right now? Because everything's new, everything's different. I mean, we're kind of like dealing with life right now in a way that we've never dealt with life before. So maybe there's different ways of approaching things right now. Maybe the rules don't apply right now. And then something else here that's also important to mention with Uranus and Taurus, of course, we're really making a shift right now in how we connect to self-love. And how might a shift in regards to self-love allow others out there in the world the freedom to be themselves? And this is so important, because how we each individuate in regards to honoring ourselves, loving ourselves, being fully ourselves, letting ourselves be exactly as we are, all, whether that's in agreement with society or not, right? That is really important, because as we're doing that individually speaking, we're also giving other people out there permission to do the same. And that's an important development right now. That's a really important way in which we can stretch ourselves. So allowing for differences in our interactions with others will be very, very useful for the next 2 weeks after the full moon becomes exact. And getting comfortable with being uncomfortable is another one, right? Uranus, being comfortable with being uncomfortable. And allowing ourselves to embrace uncertainty, another Uranus aspect, right? Uranus doesn't let us know what's ahead. Uranus is a sudden, it's like, boom, let's go. Here it is. Deal with it. Change, shift, do something with it, right? So allowing ourselves to embrace uncertainty is a very good one as well right now. So ask yourself, when connecting with others, could I agree to disagree rather than dig my heels in? Remember, we're dealing with fixed signs here, so there is a tendency to hold on a little bit, to be kind of like, Could I let go of any wanting to control someone else's experience just for now and just as best as I can, just to see what might be there if I did? And so could I let go? And this is a fantastic question for those of you who are currently sharing space with other people in their homes that they're having a hard time with hanging out in close proximity for a long period of time. Whether that's your parents, whether that's your children, whether that's a roommate, whether that's your spouse, it doesn't matter. when we live in close proximity to each other for a long time and we can't get away from each other, we can't leave the house, or we can't, go to work or have other ways of connecting with other people, that's when we really get we get to confront the differences within each other and how different we deal with life, how different we deal with our feeling body, how different we deal with our perspectives about what's currently going on. We are getting to really see those differences, right? So could I let go of any wanting to control someone else's experience just for now, just as best as I can, just to see what might be there if I did? And the letting go of controlling someone else's experience has a lot to do with understanding that the reason very often why we're trying to control other people's experiences is because we're scared ourselves. So there's something that gets triggered in us that gets scared, and so then we're trying to control, right? So, but when we let go of that needing to control, there's actually a lot of space that gets created in the process, and the fear that we're experiencing can then start to flow out and be released into that space. So just experiment with that and see if that's something that might work for you. And then also, could I let go of any wanting to be controlled, right? Because of course, other people are scared too, possibly, and they might want to control us. So could I let go of any wanting to be controlled or disconnecting myself from others? And what might it look like to honor my own special brand of crazy while still collaborating and connecting with others? So of course, when we're in close proximity with other people, our unique sparks come out, and also our crazy sparks come out sometimes. So can we allow ourselves to embrace that and still connect with other people? And vice versa, can we allow other people to have their crazy come out and still connect with them, even though there is things that we might not harmonize with, right? So we're really having to deal with this idea of can we allow ourselves to be uncomfortable in our interactions with other people as well? Not everything is going to be harmony. We're not going to be able to experience harmony all the time. Even if we want that, even if we wish for that, it's not going to be possible, right? So it's just not realistic. Now, when thinking about my personal future and that of the collective, could I acknowledge feeling uncomfortable with not knowing? And this is a good one right now, right? Because a lot of us are going to be feeling that. So at the moment we acknowledge it, the moment we actually say, yes, I am feeling that right now, that's the moment where there is more space with it and we can start to relax into it. And relaxing is really important right now. Now, could I acknowledge feeling uncomfortable with the current amount of uncertainty that I'm presented with? Again, it's another place of not knowing, right? Uncertainty. And could I acknowledge feeling uncomfortable with the changes that are currently on their way? Because the changes are on their way, right? It's just that we're not fully comfortable yet with what that looks like and what it's going to end up looking like, right? Because when something's on its way, it doesn't mean it's not completed yet, right? So could I acknowledge feeling uncomfortable with the changes that are currently on their way? Now, again, I also want to mention really briefly again that we will go over Saturn in Aquarius, which includes the Saturn-Mars conjunction in Aquarius and the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction in Capricorn in more detail in the next forecasting forum. And we will apply all of that to our own birth charts. So if you want to know how that will impact you personally, please feel free to join us live or get the MP4 video presentation of the live event. The next forum will be on Monday, April 6th at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, 10:30 p.m. London time. And again, for more information or to register, click on the link below this video. And you can also join us for free every month if you want to upgrade to Star membership. And star members, of course, are automatically registered every month. All right, so if you have any questions about the monthly forecasting forums, about memberships, about astrology in general, about my soul-based astrology courses, please do not hesitate to reach out to me or to my assistant at info@astrologercoach.com. We're happy to support you in whichever way we can. If you have any personal questions, please ask them during the monthly forecasting forum on April 6th, or you can also book a one-on-one reading with me via Skype, Zoom, FaceTime, phone, whichever works best for you. And of course, you can book those on my website at astrologercoach.com. And if you're a star member, you also get a discount for those readings. All right? So have a good one. Much love to all of you. Namaste. And stay healthy, stay strong, stay centered, stay safe, and keep tuning in if that's what supports you. All right. Much love. Bye-bye.